I got to thinking just today that I wanted to do some UnSrrong discussions. So if you know me, you know that I just released or just revealed a new book of mine called UnSrrong. And it is about taking off the layers of society's expectations of us being strong. So this is really for the strong friend. So I'm talking, and I just thought maybe we should just have some little discussions, because I have moments and have had moments, and I'm like, you know what, let me share this with the folks and see what they think about it. So today I was thinking about all those times that I was just tired of being responsible. Just tired of being responsible. Like, I don't want to be the one. Don't call me. Hey, Cassandra. Hey, Tina. Don't call me. So let me introduce myself. I am Teresa Strong-Myrick of T Strong Speaks. I am a neurotransformational life coach, a speaker, and a #1 best-selling author. So when you come in here, I like to welcome you into the circle. Because in this circle, we go from living in our hurt to standing on them and being empowered by them. So welcome into the circle. But this season, we're talking about strong friends. So first of all, make sure, if you haven't already, to go ahead and order your book. Order your book. I'll drop the link when I'm done, but make sure you get your book, your bundle. Your bundle means that you get your book, your journal that goes along with it, which is really a journal, a calendar, and a workbook. And I just got those babies in today. I can't wait. I'm so excited for y'all. Anywho, that's that. Make sure you get your bundle. Oh, and the t-shirt. Listen, are you tired? Have you ever found yourself just tired of being responsible? Like, you just want to let loose. You want to just like not care so much. I saw someone post today, like, I'm tired of caring so much about people who don't care that much about me. I also heard, what is the hip hop preacher, Eric the hip hop preacher, say today that we have to take responsibility. We have to take responsibility for everything that's happening in our lives. So I got to thinking about how I have been able to kind of shake that I'm responsible for everything mode. Because see, we do that to ourselves. For various reasons, we do that for ourselves, to ourselves. So I'm going to give you three things for you to think about and maybe try to implement so that you can have those feelings of just release without throwing everything to the wind. Because, you know, we are responsible folks. So we don't want to just not pay the bills, not show up. You know, we can't afford to do that, right? Because we're too far in at this point. We're too far in. So just a couple of things. The one thing that I invite you to do is to put, and y'all hear me say this all the time, but I'm going to put it just a little different for you this time. Put yourself on your schedule. But how about this right here? This is the extra for you creating some time where you're not responsible for anything. Train the people around you not to call you at a specific time of the day or the week. So this takes a little something right here, right? This take a little something for us to maybe turn off our phones, put it on do not disturb. Now, whether you do that for 30 minutes every day, or if you do that for an hour or two on the weekend or your day off, where you just don't answer your phone. And I don't mean put the phone off so that you won't go and answer, because I don't even want you to hear it ringing. Because see, that does something to us. We have been so conditioned to answer the phone that it causes us some stress to hear it ringing and not go answer it. So what I need for you to do, I'm sorry, I'm a coach. What I invite you to do, is to turn that sucker off and let the people know that your phone will be off. You're not taking any concerns, any questions, any demands during this particular time. Now, when the phone is back on, then hey, but turn that phone off. That ain't sitting well with some of you, I know. But turn that phone off and let them vie for themselves for that little moment of time. Why am I talking about you? I don't, girl, because I know I am this person. This is why I can tell you to turn that doggone phone off. My mama had this saying, and if you know my mama, you know her sense of humor. But what she would say is, if somebody dies in the middle of the night, don't call me because they'll still be dead in the morning. I know that's a little brash, but that's how it is. Nothing's going to change. The worst thing that could happen to somebody is die, right? Don't call me in the middle of the night about that. Just wait till I get up. You have to adopt that about your life. You know, before we had phones, before we had these little cell phones, what did we do? Do y'all remember when you would just take the phone, not finna age myself, but it's all good, but when you would just take the phone off the hook and let that thing be busy? That's what your mom and them did because they ain't want to be bothered. We have to take ownership of our time and just not be bothered. In the process, it gives us a little peace, and it teaches them not to bother us during our time. Okay, you can't be too accessible to folks. I'm telling y'all. Or you'll be feeling like you're responsible all the time for everything. The other one, so that was number one, turn off the phone, give yourself some time. The second one is delegate. Delegate some responsibilities. Take some of that stuff off your plate. You can't do everything. You could, but how is that working for you? How is that working for you? Don't try to do everything. Delegate. Delegate without regulating. Delegate without regulating. This is what I started to do. Hey, Godfrey, this is what I started to do. Because, you know, my mom, my boy's husband, and their level of clean was not mine. I had to release some of that. And I had to delegate and let them do it. So this was the issue in my house. The boys would do the dishes, but they weren't all that clean. So instead of fussing about it, if I got a dish that wasn't clean, I put it back in the sink. And I get another one. That ain't clean, I put it back in the sink. I didn't make a fuss about it, didn't say anything, but I wasn't finna eat off no dirty plate. That just gave them more work to do and eventually caught on. And then, and this is more so my youngest one, and then those dishes started to get a little cleaner because they didn't want to continue to do the same work over and over, right? But don't sit over them and watch them and see if they're doing it. Give yourself a break. Give yourself a break. You are feeling responsible because you're taking on the responsibility. Strong friend, I need you to become unstrong. Strong friend, I need you to unstrong. Unstrong, let them have it. That thing right, that dirty dish. That floor isn't vacuumed quite right. If they miss a spot on the baseboards of cleaning, if they didn't dust quite right, is it worth your peace to be fussing over it? It is not. Delegate without regulating. Delegate without regulating. Figure out a way, y'all. Figure out a way. Be smart. Be smart. Because what I don't want you to do is to be stressed out, overwhelmed, resentful, because you're trying to do all the things. And you're feeling like, can I just get a break? Can I just get a break? You can if you orchestrate your break. If you orchestrate your break, you can have one. If you teach them to give you a break, they will begin to give you a break and honor your time. What did she say? What is it? Yeah, reclaim your time. Reclaim your time. But anywho, number 3. So number 1 was turn off your phone. Number 2, delegate without regulating. Number 3, find yourself a new group. Find you a meetup group or something that interests you that you haven't like really delved into. There are writing groups. There are hiking, biking, just a number of things. Groups just for moms or whatever. Hey, Kenyatta, there are groups for everything. Find you a group and be a student. Be a student. Don't go in there trying to know everything. Because, see, we trying to take the responsibilities off of us. Put the responsibility on other folks to teach you something. And you just be a student. Can you do that? Don't try to be the best student, number one student. Just be a student. Just be someone learning. Just be someone learning. Right? So these are things that you can do to start feeling as if you're doing something other than just being the one responsible for everything. Because you cannot stop people from thinking of you as the responsible person. You can't control what they do. All you can do is control your responses. You have the power to choose. If you have nothing else, you have the power to choose. So start to give yourself some relief. Because I know I get tired. I get tired of being a responsible person. And, and sometimes we can get to a point where we're reckless with it. So I don't want you to get reckless with it, where you just throw everything and you go into complete burnout and you're just like, to hell with all of it. Don't want you to get there, but start doing little things, so that you can start to have that feeling of not being responsible, taking some of that stuff off of your plate. So I hope this has been helpful. As I told you in the beginning, go get your books, y'all. Go get a book for you, your friend, your cousin, your mama them. This is one for everybody, males and females alike. All those ones who are super responsible, always doing things, never taking time for themselves, who don't even know how to enjoy their lives. Their lives are completely dictated by the other folks in their lives. Y'all know some of them. I know you do. I know you do. Find you a group. You know what? This is one of those things where, and I love y'all because y'all give me ideas that I hadn't even thought about. So there have been women's groups who are saying, oh, we need to do this as a group, as a collective for all of us. So if you have a group and you know that you all fall into this, everybody get a book. Let's go through it together. Go through it together. But anyhow, that's all I got for y'all. That's all I got. Listen, if you have something that's coming up in your life and you're like, okay, I need some help, I need some suggestions, inbox me. I'm going to come on here every Friday night about 8 o'clock and we're going to do some UnSrrong discussions. Right? We're going to do some UnSrrong discussions because, y'all, we got so much going on. We need to give ourselves a relief and we need to take responsibility for where we are right now. We can't blame everybody else. We got to do something about it if we want it to change. Yes, please inbox me any questions, any situations where you just kind of need another person to kind of help you out. Because sometimes you can't see clearly when you're in the midst of it. One of my favorite quotes is by Les Brown. He says, you can't see the picture when you're in the frame. So maybe you need another eye on your situation. You can do it. I won't mention your name if you want to be anonymous. Just, y'all, don't act like you're out there by yourself. You are not. I started this movement because I know that you need the support. All right. So listen, love y'all. Take care of yourselves. And remember, be good to you so that you can be good to others. Good night.